The following program shares opinions from its host and its host only. No opinions are those shared by League Arena officials or LeagueArena.com. View with caution. Welcome back, hockey fans, to another episode of the Penalty Box with your host, Kalal Oakman, our 31st episode. In this episode, we're going to be covering some news that's coming around the VHL. It's almost playoff time. That's right, 1 week left until the playoffs start. 1 week left. And we're going to break down some of those teams. We have some stories from other teams and a couple other follow-up news items to brush up upon, some of which require us brushing up on the rules yet again. Some people just don't understand or are incapable of reading what the rules are. Disappointing, I know. But before we get into that, I do want to clarify a story I ran on the last episode about the Bridgeport Sound Tigers pulling their goalie with 2 minutes left in the game. After contacting both teams involved, the Providence Bruins and the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, mainly their parent organization, the New York Islanders owner and general manager, the ownership group, have contacted me and had explained to me what had happened. Turns out what happened towards the end of that game was their goaltender, who was trying to stay in the game and stay awake and try to pay attention, accidentally pulled himself and could not put himself back in the net. Couldn't figure it out. By no means did they try to rub it into Providence's face, saying we're beating you 4-1. They did extend an apology to the Bruins organization for the incident, and they also wanted to come on the air and share their side of the story, saying that it was not on purpose. They were not trying to be distasteful, to be disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. The goaltender in question has been reprimanded within team organization behind closed doors. I guess falling asleep on the job happens everywhere. So, just thought I'd clarify that. Also, more breaking news. I've been contacted by the St. Louis Blues organization in regards to their Pierre Riverman captain, Rated R Boy. Rated R Boy has been suspended for a week, pending further investigation. He is facing suspension indefinitely or possibly a ban, depending upon how the conclusion of that investigation or the results of that investigation come out. We just hope he learns from his lesson, because frankly, in my opinion, he should be banned. He should be taken care of. We don't need that kind of trash in here. A guy who blatantly breaks the rules as often as he did is not welcome, nor is it needed in this league. That's my personal opinion. That is not the opinion of the league. The league will hand out whatever punishment it deems necessary and to be justified. And whatever it hands out, I will stand behind it. For they are the league. It is their problem. I just commentate and give you the news. We'll be right back after this short break with a couple other news items and some scores and breakdowns of the current playoff situation. Don't go away.
The Penalty Box, presented by LeagueArena.com, the largest online gaming community in the world, with VHL Network and League Arena News. Stay connected.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Now, before I get into the playoff picture, let's give you last night's games and the scores. We're going to start things off with Capitals, Toronto, the rematch. The Maple Leafs whoop up on the Capitals 9-5. The New Jersey Devils break their little bit of a skid, and they beat up on the Florida Panthers 1-0. Buffalo upsets the New York Islanders 3-2. Tampa Bay beats Pittsburgh 1-0 on a breakaway goal late in the second period. Ottawa defeats Carolina 2-1. Boston gets blanked by the Atlanta Thrashers, win into overtime. 1-0 Atlanta. Congratulations. Philadelphia loses to the New York Rangers 4-3 in overtime. I guess the Rangers may be going down, but they're taking as many teams with them as possible. Good for you guys. Way to be competitive, even though you have no hopes in making the playoffs. Montreal and San Jose. San Jose 5, Montreal 2. Chicago gets blanked by the St. Louis Blues 5-0. Vancouver destroys the Calgary Flames 6-0. Where the hell did that come from? Phoenix blows up the Ducks. It's duck hunting season in Arizona, I guess. 6-0. Detroit fends off Dallas 3-0. Los Angeles ekes out an overtime winner against the Wild 2-1 in overtime. And Nashville loses to Columbus 2-1. You got to put your foot on the throats of the teams that stink. Congratulations, Columbus. You guys have a very slim shot of making the playoffs, but you keep winning. So anything can happen, I guess. And Edmonton beats Colorado 1-0. So there are your scores from last night's games. We'll be right back after this quick short break with the playoff breakdown. Good grief. How much airtime did they buy? I mean, I actually listened to the show. It wasn't that bad. It's Wednesday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Back to the Point with Darth and Donnie. It's actually a pretty good show. They talk about the VHL and what's going on. They had a couple of interesting interviews. I honestly thought it was going to be trash. I stand corrected. Please don't come back here and kick my ass, Darth. My lawyer still has to contact yours. All right, now the playoff situation. 1 week left. That's 9 games left, folks. 18 points total. There's only been 2 clinching decisions in the playoff race, and that is the Detroit Red Wings have clinched a playoff spot, and the New York Rangers are mathematically eliminated with 26 points. We'll start it off in the East. In the East, you have the New York Islanders at 62 points and a 3-way tie with division rival New Jersey Devils and Boston Bruins. So right now it's the Islanders up top with the tiebreaker over Boston, who is also 62 points. Atlanta's at 59, and the New Jersey Devils have 62 points, but New York Islanders hold the tiebreaker over them. Followed by Pittsburgh in 5th at 55, Buffalo in 6th with 54, Washington at 7th and 50 points, Tampa Bay bringing up the rear at 48 points. On the outside looking in, teams trying to claw their way back in. The Carolina Hurricanes at 43 points, the Canadiens at 42 points. The Maple Leafs out of nowhere come from the ashes of the VHL. They're in 11th at 40 points. Ottawa's in a heated battle with their division rivals at 39 points. And drifting off is Florida 36 points, Philadelphia 35, and the Rangers bringing up the rear at 26 points. In the West, you have the Detroit Red Wings, who have already clinched a playoff spot with 75 points. Congratulations, Tiny. Los Angeles Kings is 67 points, and then the Minnesota Wild at 47 points. In 4th place, you have the Phoenix Coyotes at 66 points. Followed by the St. Louis Blues with 62 points. San Jose, 57 points. And then it drops off from there. Nashville, clawing their way up, have 48 points. They're in 7th place. And 1 point behind them is Dallas. But don't look too far. Edmonton's only 3 points back of Dallas in 9th place. Colorado is 43 points in 10th. Anaheim, 42 points. Chicago, 41 points. And then Vancouver is no longer in the bottom of the barrel. Vancouver is starting to come to the top. They have 39 points. They're tied with Calgary, but with the ass kicking they just handed Calgary, flame out, Flames. They're in a flat spin to Never Never Land. Vancouver on the way up, Flames on the way down, both tied at 39. And then there's Columbus. Like I said, you're not mathematically eliminated, Blue Jackets. You do have hope, but you need a lot of help. I mean a lot of help. Hopefully, you'll get it. It's my opinion that you don't have a shot in hell, but that's my opinion. It'd make for a great story if you did, though. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Well, that's it for tonight's episode, folks. We'll keep you covered on the stories developing in the VHL as it happens. Until then, we'll see you at center ice when the puck drops. Good night.